Howdy, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Albert Engel's Pro Career in Pro Cycling Manager 2024. We're going to wrap up the Tour de Suisse today. We've got two stages left. We are leading GC, we're leading the points class, we're leading the mountains class, we're also leading the young riders because Albert, of course, is still only 22. Yeah, so it's a TT day coming up. Let's get into the action straight away. Here it is. So we essentially go up one side of a mountain and down the other. It is called the Oberall Pass. Oberall Pass. That's a very Swiss name. But yeah, this is definitely one that should suit Albert an awful lot, I would assume. Other favorites, probably looking at Wout is an obvious one. Wout's always a massive feature, and he's Ben Healy and Jorgensen. Definitely, considering it's hilly, it's going to be very up their alley. All right, let's get right on in and find Mr. Albert's form for the... All right, and we have Albert's roll off now. He's on... Doesn't say. I thought it always told us what kind of day he's on. It does in TTs. Maybe we're not... Well, it's on a 0. Okay. But basically, because it's a downhill finish, we kind of need to end our efforts here. Like, we've got to be pretty much maxed out by the time we hit that ramp. So we'll see 85 might be about right. We need to go negative though, I know that much. Maybe 87 or 88 even. Might be a better shout. We'll put it on 2x, just it's a bit easier to see the depletion of your efforts at 2x. We'll drop it back to 86 maybe even 84, just to get things caught up a little bit. We are catching Wout, that's good news. Looks like he's just upped his effort though. We're still catching him, that's good. Okay, he's getting left behind by Jorgensen though, by the looks of it. We'll put it on 4x just to kind of monitor that depletion. It looks good though. Might need to drop back to 81. Yeah, there we go. That's looking a little bit better. Engel's up and over this climb. All right, we're going to up it now. So over that climb, it was seconds. Jorgensen's on a flyer. But we do have this descent coming, and I think we've timed that perfectly pretty much. Hopefully he starts to get his efforts back. I don't think he is going to. Luckily, it's just a descent all the way into the finish though, so it should be okay. I think it's tails off just right at the finish, but this should be enough, hopefully. I don't see Wout coming back at us. That's the good news. It is the best time. 27 seconds over Jorgensen. Van Wilder in third. Almeida in fourth. Not really a good result for him. He can TT, so I don't know what's happened to him. Ben Healy in fifth. Wout being completely left behind. The climb did not favour him whatsoever. So the new order on GC, Albert, Jorgensen, Almeida, Wout there in fourth. McNulty in fifth with a mountain stage still to come. No changes in the other jerseys, I don't think. Well, Albert would have extended his points class. Any changes on the team? No, Lidl Track actually extend their lead. Bora's down in sixth. All right, let's get into this final stage of the Tour de Suisse. All right, here we are. The final stage, we have the Furka Pass, which is an iconic Swiss climb. We also have the Susten Pass, a climb. I'm not too familiar with the Susten Pass, but the Furka Pass is a very iconic Swiss climb. And we finish up the Endermatt, another category 1. So this is a very, very open stage. This one going to be very much all on the line, I think, for everybody. Jorgensen in particular. Obviously, Jorgensen is, what was he, about a minute? No, I think he's about 2 minutes back now on GC, I think it was. So, yeah, expect some attacks from him and the Visma team. Oh, the Lidl Trek team. So used to saying Visma for Jorgensen, but anyway. All right, let's get things rolling. Alrighty, +3 day for Albert. We love to see that. His fitness is starting to brew nicely ahead of the tour and obviously the German champs next week, which is very good news. We're going to have Grissel, I think, to protect us. I would like to leave Tobias Foss for the latest part of the stage. We might just adjust our efforts here, throw it on 8x just whilst we watch these breakaways try to form. Yes, EF are chasing really hard, as well as our team, Bora, on the front as well, by the looks of it. We don't really want to expend too much energy up this climb. We also just don't want to be on the wrong side of a split up this climb. Yeah, but it seems to be going okay for now. Right, the peloton has decided to sit up, i.e., pretty much all of our team is cooked, and they were basically everybody riding. EF are in the wings with Ineos as well. Felix Gal is sitting there. We got Almeida on the wheel as well. He's running third on GC, remember, and then I can't find Jorgensen quite yet. Where is he? Here he is. Found Jorgensen. 2 minutes 39 back, so we've got some time up our sleeve. We're happy to let him go, basically, if we need to, worst case, and ride our own race. All right, that is the Furka Pass dealt with. No major shakeups. A couple riders off the back. Two of our riders, unfortunately. We're going to have to get, not hijack, probably Dens, I think, to protect us at this point. And we'll catch you guys on this next climb, the category. All right, we're on this category 2 climb, the Gremsel Pass. The early breakaway is about to crest. Looks like no major changes there, although Maxime Van Gils, I think, has found his way into the break, and he's starting to climb his way up on the points class. Let's just double check that. Sakone's up there, actually. That's interesting. Running top 10 on GC. Sakone just wants to obviously try what he can to leapfrog. Yes, Maxime Van Gils is up there. He did get the HC climb, and he also got second on that category 2 climb. So, might be that Albert could lose the KOM class on this stage. We'll see you guys on this next HC climb. Yeah, basically this game is you control, there's two modes to it, and this one is where you're controlling just one guy. I sort of can control the other team or like tell them what to do, the other members of my teammates. But really I'm just worrying about this guy, Albert Engel, who's a rider I created. We're our 4th season with him now. He's just a rider with massive potential. He's like one of the best in the world already, if not the best in the world. But yeah, there's another mode called Team Manager Mode, which is another series I'm making with Ineos Grenadiers, which they used to be a really good team when they were Team Sky at least, and now they're not as good as they once were. So that mode is all about rebuilding that team. It's like if you ever watched NBA or FIFA career mode kind of things where you rebuild the team. That's what we're doing with the Ineos one. We're rebuilding Ineos. All right, we are on the Susten Pass, a big HC climb, probably harder than the Furka Pass, maybe not as steep. Looks like it does get a bit steeper at the top though. By the looks of this, Tiberi and Sakone have moved up on GC quite a lot though. It's kind of realistically on other teams to start chasing them hard. We're about 5 minutes back. We have our team working very hard on the front at the moment though, which is good. They are reeling things in slowly but surely. It's 4 minutes now to the good. We've still got 13k left of the Sustem Pass. We might drop our effort accordingly. It doesn't seem like we need to be riding that hard. All right, we're just going to read on Jorgensen and Almeida here. Almeida looks like he's on the better day of the two, and then compared to Albert, he's on a slightly better day than us, although we were probably riding a little bit too hard for a brief period there, maybe not needing to burn as many matches as we were. But, you know, Albert likes to flex his muscles when he gets the chance. There's only 51 riders left in this break. We are in this peloton. That is Lemon hitting the front. Now Wout for Visma. They're interested in ramping the pace. Now remember, they're losing on GC out of this situation, not us. So realistically, it is on them to bring things back. We have 2Ks left of the Susten Pass. Not too long to go. We're going to have to up the effort with Albert though. Don't want to get left behind. There are only 5 points on offer as well, so we can't do our usual nip off the front move, but it's all good. Maxime Van Gils got maximum across the top there, I think, by the looks of it. Let's get a quick check on that. No, he only managed 4th actually. It was Pere Pontard. I think that's the FDJ rider managing to get maximum. No, the RKSA Simic rider, and Tiberi as well. Still riding pretty good by the looks of it, but we've got 3 minutes 40 to the front now with only the category 1 to navigate for Albert. It's looking, unfortunately Tobias Foss getting a puncture, but it's looking like it is going all Albert's way in this final stage. All right, we're almost at the bottommost descent. 3 minutes to the front of the bike race now. Albert's actually hit the front. He's a very confident descender, we got to remember. So sometimes he likes to just get out in front of his competitors. We've got Ben Healy just behind. He's running seventh on GC. McNulty's here as well. He had a pretty decent TT, but unfortunately he lost a bit of time earlier in the tour. So he's 4 minutes 13 back. Also, I just noticed it then, but shout out, well, not shout out, but do you guys think this little flag here, that's very reminiscent of the US Postal strip? Now, it's obviously for UAE, it's like a UAE brand, I don't know which one, but it looks so familiar to US Postal. And I can't help but say, but Pogacar, his abilities reminds me of a Lance Armstrong in some essence, although he's a much more friendly-esque kind of character by what it seems, on the outside at least. But yeah, that's interesting. Let us know what you think. Is that a US Postal kind of strip? I don't know. All right, we're following Yao Almeida here with Albert sat nice and square on the wheel. We've got Van Wilder in front of us as well. We're sitting in the middle now, split the two. Van Wilder looks like he's going pretty well on today's stage. He's riding quite high up this group. We might adjust the effort with Albert just back down to a 70. Just slowly tick it back and see what we can get away with. 74 maybe. Here she's attacking up front. We've actually lost time on the breakaway as well. I think they're going to go ahead and battle it out for the stage. There's a pack of 5 formed right at the front of the bike race. I don't think we're coming back to them. Only 3K left on the stage for them. We ourselves have about, I would say, 2K to the top of this climb, and Albert's looking fine. Nothing really being put under pressure here. Enric Mas is moving on the front. Van Wilder there attacking as well. McNulty going. I'm really only... Okay, I'm going to attack with Albert then in that case. We're going to go off. That's going to make Jorgensen react by the looks of it. We'll take the gel at this point as well. Looks like the winner's being announced or being sorted out at the front at the moment. Maxime Van Gils, of course. Too quick of a sprinter he is. All right, we're going to switch back to effort now. We've got the peloton really reacting behind. Liddell Trek moving to the front for Jorgensen, but it is pretty much straight onto the finish from this point. We're going to use, not sneaking, I meant aerodynamic position is what we wanted to use. Here we go into the finish. We're actually going to gain a little bit of time on riders behind, but lose time to McNulty, Van Wilder, and Mass. So 11th place for Albert. A little bit of time gained over Healy and Jorgensen. Stefan Kung coming in this group as well. Almeida, Vandelier. How has Stefan Kung made it over those mountains? Obviously, the race wasn't as hard as we thought, or he was just on an excellent day. One of the two, but wow, yeah, shout out to him. Massive ride by the big Swiss man. In his home race, maybe some extra abilities given to him riding on home roads. All right, let's see these final podiums. And our final podiums, Maxime Van Gils winning the final stage over Nick Schultz and Valentin Perret-Pontra from Pentra, something like that, from Arkea Seismic. Sergio Higuita in 4th, Hirschi in 5th from that breakaway. In terms of GC, Mark Hirschi moves up massively from that breakaway, 2 minutes 16 back from Albert. So thankfully, the Bora boys are able to control that enough to a point to ensure we win GC. So credit to the team. They've done very well to steer Albert to the yellow jersey in the Tour de Suisse. And it was the KOM, the points class, young rider. Unfortunately, not team class. We only were 6th in that. Little Trek taking out that one for them. Alrighty. That is very nice prep for the tour, I've got to say. I think things are looking very, very good for the tour. But here we go, another level up. We're up to level 28 now. That's huge. I think I've only managed to get a rider to like level 20 or 21. So this is massive for Albert. Up to 28, we get a chance to improve his attributes and also another skill point, of course. We could improve his cobblestone potential, which is... Oh no, sorry, we could improve his Northern Classics, which will improve his cobblestones, which is actually, I think, what we want the most. Yeah. Could we increase anything else? Well, that's going to actually decrease his cobblestone potential. All right, we'll go Northern Classics and get him up to a 78 on cobble, and his sprint gets in the 74 with that. He's becoming a an absolute demon of a rider. He can win in almost any situation. All right, so we have maxed out performance. In terms of discovery, we have observation left. Now, I don't really care so much for that. Charisma is interesting, but I don't care so much for that just yet. We're looking at race. Now, we've got super leader and stealth to come. Stealth allows you to attack, basically. What stealth does is it allows you to attack being undetected, and the super leader allows teammates to momentarily surpass themselves. We might go to, I think, super leader for the tour. I think is going to be a bit better use for us. All right, we'll jump forward now to prepare for the German Nationals, but we're going to save that for the next episode. We just want to see what kind of form we're in running into it. All right, here we are, the German National Time Trial Championships. Albert is, I believe, a 3 times German champion, going for his 4th in this one. He will be on a 90% fitness. Looks like he's expected to have a +1 race day fitness as well. So so looking very good to potentially take out a 4th crown for him. In terms of his build up for the tour, though, things are progressing really nicely. He's accrued 5% tiredness from the Tour de Suisse, which is fine. But yeah, we should be entering the tour in ideal shape, in the best position possible to defend his crown. All right, we'll save the German Nationals for next episode, guys. That's been it. Please like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Peace out, guys. Catch you next time.